your girl.
Hi, I'm Laurie.
And I'm Mymy.
And this is the Jack and Rose podcast.
Woo, 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 woo. Yeah,
Are you excited?
Yeah.
I hope you guys are excited.
This is our third episode, guys.
Ah, look at us. We actually got here.
We're here.
Well, this is if they actually get to see this.
Now, at this point,
Yeah.
y'all will see the 3 episodes.
100%. Even if we actually just post it like raw, no edit, nothing.
God forbid. No edits. No, never.
But anyway, welcome guys. We
Welcome.
hope that you are having a good day wherever you are. Again, if you're listening, going to school, going to work, in the gym, trying to sleep, I guess. I'm
Yes, 'cause
judging.
we exist. Those people exist, and I am with you. Okay, it's okay.
Yeah, 100%.
So welcome, guys.
Welcome.
Yeah. How are you, Laurie?
Girl, my shoulder hurts.
Because of the gym, of course.
No, it's actually not because of the gym.
Why?
Okay, let me just explain. I went for a massage, like it was a 90 minutes massage, so I know in 30 minutes massage. First time ever. I don't even know why it was my first time ever doing
Massage?
a long massage, because I usually
Ah.
just do an hour,
Mhm.
but this time I was like, no, I'm really tired. I just want to like do like a long one.
Mhm.
And that was on a Wednesday. And then on the Thursday, I went to my regular upper body workout day. Like, I just went to the gym for my
Mhm.
regular upper body. And then I kid you not, can't even remember what I was doing. And it wasn't really like what I was doing that hurt me like in the moment. You know, when you feel like you just pulled something,
Mm.
my neck just started hurting out of
It
nowhere.
started with your neck?
It started with my neck and then down to my back, like my upper. And then now it's kind of like this whole like area with my shoulder, and then it comes down to here in my chest, and then in my lats. Like, bro, like I'm actually going
30s.
through it. It's horrible. If it's
The
not your
30s.
knees, it's your lower back, and now my upper. This is the first time actually my upper back
I'm not
hurts.
prepared for
This is horrible. I'm telling you, stretch. And I did not know this, and honestly, I should have known better. But if you go for a massage, even if it's just 45 minutes, the next day, just keep relaxing. Do not go to the gym. Do not be doing anything crazy with your muscles, because I think your body is just kind of still relaxed, and you do not need to shock it with anything. Just so take it easy. So guess what's going to happen now?
You're going to take a break.
I'm going to take a break.
I love it here.
It's forced, but no, I think breaks are really good sometimes. Just break your routine here and there. It's really not bad. Just to give your body, just to do something. Like, I'm still going to be active. I'm not just going to be like not doing anything at all. I'm still going to be active, but I'm not going to be lifting for 1 week. 1 week and a half. 1 week. No, 1 week.
I thought the break was going to be longer than that.
No, 1 week. 1 week honestly is enough, because I don't want to go back and then I'm sore, I'm crazy, like I can't do anything.
I was gonna count how long I've been on a break for. It's almost
but anyway,
6 months now.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm watching you right now.
You are? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm done with you with the new the new and last season.
Like we said, we live together, and I've been like wearing earphones
Yeah, no,
the whole week because.
But I watched it pretty quickly, honestly. Like
You did, but I could hear like some parts of it, and I saw. I had to mute some things on TikTok because I kept seeing.
Oh yeah.
clips.
Because
I hate
TikTok
people
will
who do
definitely
that. I
yeah.
hate that.
Yeah.
And
And people just talking about it. Where are you in the
episode 2?
Oh, girl.
It's no. Listen, I have a very busy job.
But you have the weekend.
I have a very, but last weekend is when I had my nephew. Like I was with my nephew and my family. But this weekend, I'm finishing it all, because that's the thing. When I start something, I want to finish.
That's what I did. I
Yeah.
think it was was it over? It was over Easter weekend.
Was it? No, it was this weekend.
Was it last weekend?
The 20.
I can't remember when it came out, but I think I had a. Oh no, I had a Monday. I had a Monday off, and I think that's how I finished it. Because I usually just because I watch it when I'm walking. So yeah.
Oh, when you're walking on
When
the
I'm
walking pad.
walking
I thought
yeah.
you were in the
Like-
streets looking.
No, I
watching
can't.
the-
Actually, when I walk outside, I can't watch anything. I can listen to stuff, but I can't watch anything.
No, I can't. I can't even drive, and you can't drive and watch. Like,
No.
like in Burundi, sometimes people have like their
Oh
screens.
my god! With
while they
songs
drive.
and Bro, that's crazy. That's actually like a safety hazard. That's crazy. That's insane.
Absolutely.
But apparently some people actually watch reels, Instagram reels, while they're driving.
How are you doing that?
If this is you, shame on you, honestly.
That's why I have road rage. It's because of people
honestly,
like
yes.
who don't pay attention.
You know something that I realized? All of my friends that live in this country really actually have road rage.
We do, including her. Thank you very much.
Oh, me, yeah.
Including her.
Yeah. But you and one of our friends.
Let's not expose her.
No, I'm not gonna say her name. But oh my god.
No, it has become really bad.
It's actually really bad. Like sometimes,
I need to find a solution for this.
Do you ever drive other people and then when you get like into like a very bad
my sister
episode?
has seen the worst.
Yeah. Like does she like it or she hates it?
But the thing is, she's worse because it's really bad to have her in the passenger seat because she can't drive to save her life. She has a license, yes, but she can't drive. But she'll scream at other people almost crashing, not you.
Oh, okay.
Have so really bad reactions.
Secondhand road rage, basically.
No, but she's not screaming because those people are dumb. She's screaming because she's scared for her life, and it's like
she does not trust you. That's different.
She has to be trusting. She has to trust me. Who else drives her?
Okay, but why is she screaming then?
Because she's scared. That's why she can't drive.
Oh, yeah. She's just scared. Okay, yeah,
that's scared. So even if she sees someone else like almost hitting someone, she'll scream and then scare me.
Okay, I see what you mean.
What's going on?
Yeah.
That is the worst to have in the But yeah,
because usually people just hate when I have road rage.
Yeah,
they hate.
I mean, also having Laurie as she'll be like scared for her life, but nothing is happening. You're a control freak when you're in the passenger seat.
Oh yeah, because I don't trust people. I just simply do not trust whoever is driving. I don't even trust my own dad. And this man almost like he taught me how to drive. He
taught you how to drive?
Yeah, he was okay. He kind of did part-time, let's say, because I had someone who actually like was the instructor and stuff like that. But my dad was kind of like overseeing everything, and he was actually we would drive sometimes together. And this man was not the best. He wasn't the best teacher, honestly. My mom never believed in me, bro.
Your mom never.
My mom was scared for her life. I remember this one time I was driving her. I was probably like 15 or 16. And then she was so scared and she kept screaming to the point where I hit I can't remember. No, je suis allée sur un trottoir.
Because
of her
to stop?
No, because of her fear. I guess, like, honestly, it was horrible. And also, I was like a fresh new driver. So she was kind of like transferring her fear, like, and then I panicked, and then next thing you know, on était sur le trottoir.
Elle te fait pas confiance quand tu conduis.
Non, mais non, quand même, it's been more than 15 years. Everyone just
okay. I was gonna say she's like, still traumatized.
No. The trust is there from everyone. Honestly, I don't know if are you scared when I drive you?
No. Oh, you're a slow driver, in my opinion.
It depends. I think I'm slow when I'm with people, but when I'm alone and I have to be home like quickly, or I have to be there somewhere quickly, I don't care. On the street, I will be okay. I'm still going to be like, safe, but I will be speeding.
One time we were coming from a friend's house,
and it was far.
Who lives 40 minutes away from here?
Yeah,
and
45.
45, like 40.
45.
Oh my god! But it was late, and he was tired. And
bro,
the way she usually never drives fast, but the way she passed me, I said, "You're trying to race?"
I do, but you never see me. That's the thing, because I think, like, I think also it depends, and I don't have the patience to be in the street like for a long time, because what are we doing? Like, whenever, like, that's why I hate road trips, because why is it taking 2 hours for me to get from point A to point B? Like,
I don't mind driving 2 hours. Don't ask me to drive
I hate
more
driving
than that,
for 2 hours, and I hate being in the passenger seat.
Comment tu veux que ça se fasse?
Ben, je reste ici. Or I fly.
Because no, the reason why I was saying like usually you're a slow driver is because of like sometimes I'll be behind you and be like, Laurie, man, we have places to be. Come on.
Sometimes just I think
sometimes if you're not in a rush, you'll take your time. And I'm sister.
Yeah,
Let's
I
go.
will. I
Anyways,
do.
yeah.
I do.
No, I think only my sister is scared, but she's scared with everybody. But otherwise, I think I have the trust of everybody who I drive, except for you, maybe.
No, okay, it's not a personal thing. I don't trust anybody. I will keep just breaking and breaking and breaking.
No, c'est vrai,
I
I know.
have a
I
friend
know.
has ever driven you?
Has she?
You would actually cry.
I don't think so.
She
No,
doesn't.
but if I've
Let's say that like the car in front of her is here. She stops right here.
oh senior.
As in you can't see and you cannot even read their license plate. It's crazy. Like
But
that girl.
if you've been driven by our other friend, who's a
Yeah.
psycho driver,
That you know what? Actually, they're the same.
exactly. If you've been driven by her,
Yeah.
you get used to it. Sometimes I get in the car and I'm like, my life,
Yeah, I can't
my
even say
life can
what's the
just
worst that
leave.
can happen because I can just die from like
Yeah, you have to
and
remind her
yeah.
that we don't. I don't have kids yet. You don't want any.
No, I'm
I don't have
good. I don't have a dog yet, you guys. I've been praying for a
I don't
dog.
think
I'm
you
not even
are
gonna
gonna
lie.
have a dog.
I don't think I'm gonna have a dog and sometimes and it's not even just because of like my partner because he doesn't want to have a dog and I'm also kind of conflicted because I feel like I like the cuteness and stuff
Hmm.
and all the things that I see on social media, but dogs are actually crazy, especially the type of dog that I want because I would like a toy poodle and they just
They
some videos
chew
that I see
your shoes
they
and
would
they
do
do all
that and
the.
they're like they obviously they're gonna have the what's it called the zoomies or they're like they run everywhere basically they're crazy like crackheads so
Yeah,
I'm like do I want that I don't mind like walking a dog out obviously like when it's winter and it's slippery no
ghetto.
but I don't know I feel like I'm not 100% sure like if I can actually commit to that life
I
being a
think
dog mom.
eventually, if I don't have, I mean, I'm not a big fan of dogs, but
But dogs are cute and they're like I feel
yeah,
like
but I'm
they're
scared. I'm scared of dogs or big dogs. But
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I've come along with like smaller dogs. I'm like, oh, they're
Yeah.
cute,
They're cute. It's
maybe.
like I can just,
But it would be
take
honestly if I feel like I need another human being in my house. Otherwise,
honestly, I would love a dog so
well, it's
that we
not a
can just
human
sleep
being.
together.
Another thing, huh?
Yeah, I would love a dog just to cuddle like anytime. And then the dog can sleep like
That's me and Lucky
here.
talked about having a dog together at some point.
Yeah.
Okay,
Actually, that's
and
always was our first plan.
that was our first
Yeah.
plan before our podcast. This is our next best thing. And she was talking about having the dog in her bed. I said, Jesus Lord,
Mhm.
why would you have an animal in your bed? That's insane.
Because why not? I'm not gonna see the poor puppy here
Yeah, go
and
sleep on
then
the floor.
close the door.
No, you don't have.
Hello.
Even in your room, it's absolutely
Oh, the
disgusting.
dog would actually be if we had a dog, the dog would be here right
I
now.
would
I'll
never
be
sit on
petting
your
the
bed
dog.
ever
Like I
again.
would have the dog like here, like cuddling the dog. Also, they're very small. The dog that I want is really, really small and very cute. Oh. Honestly, if you're listening, you're probably not gonna get this, but this was a very, very good joke. But anyway, I watched lots of trash TV. Like I watched Temptation Island, the US one, the last one, not the Spanish and all the the juicy
Por
ones.
favor.
Yeah, Montoya por favor, not those ones. I like or the French ones because I think the French one
The
also
French one is
it's
actually
really
spicy.
juicy,
Yeah.
spicy compared to the US one. And now right now I just also started this Netflix UK show. It's called Cheat Unfinished Business.
I'm gonna start that. Maybe.
You kind of have to be ready honestly because so basically the okay you know about Temptation Island but the other show the premise of the show is X is going on like I don't know if it's an island or whatever it's a secluded area it's like two houses and then they separate them in two groups but it's not like as in the boys here and the girls here it's a mix but obviously like your ex is in the other house right
Mhm.
and then basically the whole point of the show is to try and see if you can reconnect with your ex if you can forgive the cheating because everyone there is a cheater like most all of the guys are cheaters and I think one girl was kind of considered a cheater but honestly it's okay let me explain to you
This show is very bad
no
already.
it's well, honestly yeah we'll get into that but so basically what the girl did I think she got into an argument with her boyfriend again they were I think they were towards the end of their relationship I can't remember what the guy did but obviously the guy actually cheated on her he was probably they went to Portugal like in their good days, like whenever things were good between them, and then they got into a silly argument, and then the guy left and he came back the next day. That night they were on a boat party before leaving, right before I guess getting separated, and then he gave his number to two girls that were on the boat that they didn't know.
On the same trip as the girlfriend.
On the same trip. This is a romantic trip that we're on, right?
Oh,
so
it's not a group trip.
No, it was just them, and then they went on a boat party. You know how sometimes when you go, you just go on boats with random people, whatever. And so they get into an argument. He leaves. He actually ends up meeting up with the other two girls, and he claims that they were in bed together, drunk. They passed out drunk, but they didn't do anything. You were in bed with two girls. You met on a boat, in Portugal, and you didn't do anything. Am I crazy? Anyway, but he keeps saying that nothing happened. And then the girl, at some point,
sorry,
she texted the guy saying, "Oh, I'm going to my ex's house," and she actually went to her ex's house, but from what she's saying, nothing happened between them.
Oh la la, tous les deux, nothing happened. Oh la.
So that's the girl that's kind of like it's considered that she cheated on the guy, but on the show, every guy is a cheater, and every girl has probably forgiven the guy maybe once, and I quite frankly don't like.
Yeah, I hate this. The way that it's like normalized. Every guy is. I mean, listen.
It's I hate that it's kind of glorified in the show, where like these people do not have any reasons why they cheated, and some guy are like, oh, now coming on the show and being with girls I've been cheated on, I can see how it affects people, and I really feel bad. I'm like, shut up. You know what? This is what it took you to actually realize.
It's like it exactly. Why did it take you seeing it from someone else for you to realize that you knew it was something wrong?
Exactly.
And the worst part is, on va pas faire genre like. I'd rather you say the truth. Right. Honestly, the whole thing of like, oh, nothing happened. Tais-toi.
Yeah, no, I'd rather know as well.
Yeah, I'd rather know, and I'd rather you tell me if I decide to.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, and I just feel like I'm not sure if these people on the show got together when they were young, but I think something that we've always seen is whenever like young people get into committed relationship like very quickly, or just when you're young, like you're 22 and it's been 6 years you're with your boyfriend, like bro, like it's most likely it's bound to happen, you know,
to cheat.
Yeah, or
I don't think so.
Not necessarily cheat, but I feel like sometimes what I'm gonna say, like, let me just maybe scratch whatever I just said. I feel like sometimes people get into like committed relationships when they're simply not ready to be in committed relationships. If you feel like you cannot handle what comes with a committed relationship right now, then don't be in one. You may love this person with everything in you, but you're just not ready to be with the person or to be monogamous, or you just want to explore other options, which is absolutely fine. But please make sure that you do it when you're not with someone else, because you're what the hell?
When you're with someone else who expects you to not see other people. Yeah. Because there's people who understand that that's something that you are gonna do, and that are still gonna want to explore that. But that's absolutely crazy. But yeah, I mean, it is. In my opinion. But yeah, there's people who are not gonna have those expectations, but especially when they're younger, I think.
You mean they're in relationships, but they kind of expect their partners to cheat?
Like, yeah, like if you say I'm not ready for a relationship,
okay,
but I love you very much,
so we're not together.
No,
are we we having sex
together if you want, but we're not exclusive. Like, I can have sex with other people.
Sure, if it, honestly, if it's
Ooh.
no, I'm serious, because this is just basically having like, you know, like a thing, you know, and because those are different things. Like, I think you can be in an open relationship. It doesn't mean that you are. It's like basically like a regular like relationship, but you're seeing other people, but you do not connect with them emotionally. You only connect with them physically, right? So that is fine if that's your thing, honestly. But some people act as if
I can't relate. I can't understand that. I mean,
no, well,
if that's something that you, if it's not serious, great for you,
no, you
sis.
can't say
But you can't.
that
Huh?
because some people are like, and actually, like, this is definitely, first of all, we have to understand that this is not like a traditional relationship, right? So it's okay to be in an open relationship as long as both partners know that they are in an open relationship and
Oh
as
yeah,
long
yeah,
as
yeah.
you do not connect with anybody else emotionally, right?
Yeah, but I think there is something. I think if there is I agree with that. If the physical side happens, I mean, hopefully safely, but like
Yeah,
with
it has to.
different people. If you have
Okay.
one person or a go-to,
No, I don't think. Yeah,
yeah,
then
you know,
that
because then that
becomes
becomes a little bit emotional,
right,
or
right, right. It
there's an
could, it
attachment
could,
there.
it could. But the
Voilà.
sex could just be good, and you keep going to that person because the sex is good.
Bon, écoute.
If they provide you that, that's, I don't
Non, je
know.
ne pense pas que c'est juste like
You
I don't
think
think that it's
something
just
else would
sexual
come
when it
out of
comes to
that?
that.
I don't know, quite frankly, but my issue is with people who are in regular, traditional monogamous relationship, but they act as if they're in a polyamorous relation, not polyamorous, but an open relationship.
Like the committed people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean,
Hello.
I feel like we've been talking about this for so many, like, centuries at this point.
It's actually
And it's
sad.
like
It's very,
it's so
very
sad
sad.
that we're still in this place where it's like, choose. You have the choice now.
Yeah.
Like, choose not to be in a committed relationship if you're
Right.
not going to be
Right. But c'est toujours les gens qui
committed.
veulent le beurre et l'argent du beurre, right? Like they just basically want everything. But actually,
I'm
okay.
actually sick of that sentence.
Oh, girl, same.
Le beurre et
But
l'argent du beurre.
let's talk about Temptation Island.
Oh my god, I saw
Let's talk
one
about
or two
Temptation.
episodes, guys, and I'm like
Mimi was
confused. I'm confused. I'm enraged.
oh,
I was shocked.
where do we even
Moment of
begin?
silence for Hashim. Hashim, just keep that name in mind. Hashim. Hashim.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. Jesus
Hashim
Lord.
was one of the good ones too. That's really
He
what I like.
is.
He's very respectful, like, like he's educated. I think he has like 2 degrees, and I think he has a good job, like just regular,
I don't
like
even know his life, but I'm gonna go look him up.
yeah,
But
no,
Hashim,
I
Jesus
saw him
Lord.
on this podcast, another podcast, and then he was just talking about his life, what he does, whatever, like like after the show. But anyway, so Temptation Island, basically, if you don't know what the show is, it's this show where couples go to basically tempt themselves. It's usually people who have been hurt, like who had like previously been cheated on, or there has been some sort of like insecurity or some sort of messy
Mm-hmm.
situation, and they're like, okay, yeah, prove to me that you want to be with me, let's go on this show, prove to me that I'm the only girl, like you're not, basically you're going to stop looking at other girls or hooking up with other girls, let's go on this show, and then get tempted, and then if you can actually resist the temptation, then it means we can be together, sister
Missy
or
Mama's
brother.
sister.
Like, if you have to do that, why are you in the relationship?
Mm.
Tell me that you want to go on Netflix or on whatever
Voilà,
platform, I will
pense,
respect you.
c'est ça.
A coin is a coin.
Exactly.
But damn. But actually, a couple
And
from
I honestly do believe, sorry not to cut you off,
no,
but
that's fine.
I honestly do believe that these people go there for the
Fame
exposure,
that
for the exposure that it comes with, because you cannot tell me that, oh my god, we have issues in our relationship, and you know what is the best idea? Let's go
on
try
Temptation Island. That's
yeah,
crazy.
let's go
Honestly,
try this. Like, that's crazy.
I don't think there's any show that I would actually go on to fix any issues, whether
In
it's in a
public.
relationship or like no, there's
No,
but anyway,
jamais.
a couple. There's actually, so there were. It's always 4 couples, and one couple actually ended up getting engaged, like on the show at the end.
Oh wait.
They're
Not the
about to.
it's not the couple that I saw.
No.
Okay.
They're about to get married and stuff. But anyway,
C'est bien pour eux, ça.
I don't even know if we should really spend time talking about these idiots, but Grant I don't know if you remember, Grant. I think the one that you remember that shocked everyone
No,
was
let's talk about that one.
Brian and Shantae.
Atuka and Hashim. Hashim.
Hashim.
Jesus,
But
Hashim.
I wish Shantae. I wish she was in a better place, honestly. I can't talk too much about it because obviously I do not know her and I don't know what she was going through before the show or how she is, her personality and stuff. But I feel like just seeing the show and obviously like you know how they edit it so that we see whatever, like they kind of created like a narrative or whatever. I feel like they painted her to be this person who feels like she like the guy is kind of out of her league, where she's like, oh my god, I got this guy, I have to keep him.
Yeah.
Or
as if like she had to be she had to accept certain things in order to keep that guy,
right,
which is absolutely crazy.
which is insane. So when their relationship started, so they got on the show because basically when their relationship started, um he was, I think, seeing another girl, and then he actually quickly, like for like a short amount of time, he stopped seeing Shantae because he wanted to do things with this girl or try a relationship, I don't know. But then it didn't work and he came back to Shantae. And he was like, yeah, honestly, I'm sorry, blah, 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 blah. Like, I really want to be committed to you. But I'm not even kidding you. On episode 1, this guy was talking about how Shantae is like this emotional person and she's got that down and whatever, but she's not a sexual person. That he wants to try threesomes and she's not into that and she's just not expressive, I guess, sexually, right? This is episode 1. This man is talking about a threesome on episode 1.
Two other people, including girls that are tempting him.
Yeah.
On est d'accord?
Yes,
D'accord.
exactly. Anyways, fast forward maybe episode, I can't even remember, like 3 maybe or 4. Episode 1, obviously he was almost kissing a girl, like doing some things like sensual and stuff like that. Like I don't even think that this man actually even tried to resist the temptation. The whole point of the show, he just went in. It was like, oh my god, like c'est carte blanche maintenant. I'm just gonna do whatever I want. Anyway, he ended up having a threesome on the show.
Yeah. Oh, that's the part.
And the girl had to watch it.
Yeah, it's filmed, by the way. That's the part that's crazy. It's not like you're
Yes.
told, yeah, he had a threesome.
No, it was
You get
filmed.
to see it.
And you get, because obviously it was like in the bath, they went to the guy's bathroom, so they couldn't see anything. Obviously, like it's not, porn, but you could hear everything, as in
I had a moment of being like, what the fuck is corn?
chicks clapping and girl, we can say,
I was like, what the heck is corn?
You could hear everything. And also Netflix is so messy because of there are subtitles. You will see it.
And you hear what they're saying.
Chicks clapping or something. No, it's not chicks clapping, but whatever. Like,
yeah,
you would hear everything. Yeah. Imagine sitting down watching your guy talk to girls on international television. Like, what is happening here?
It's crazy. No, it's the fact. I think it's from here. I saw that clip. Okay, because I'm not really following. Yeah,
I think I was so shocked. I was like, no, like, I can't believe what's happening. Oh,
I saw that part, and then I saw that Shantae saw it, and she was like, I don't know what to say. I'm very shocked by his actions. No, like, okay, I'm leaving emotion. Him. Mm-mm. No. She was like, I guess he showed his immaturity or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
And I was like, attendez, madame.
But I think maybe she was ashamed. Do you think she was ashamed?
But she could have showed her shame by walking out of that show right away.
Honestly, she could have been Montoya.
Montoya, vraiment.
The same thing happened to Montoya. But Montoya was live, bro.
No, okay.
You remember?
It was right because he was running as he was seeing it. No, Montoya was hilarious.
Oh my god! Anyway, we shouldn't be laughing.
No, we should not, because
this is entertaining.
If you don't laugh, you will cry. I'm sorry, vraiment. I get it. But no, walk away, sis. No, the thing that I was gonna talk about, the reason why you guys have to keep Hashim in mind is that on the other side, this guy was
Yeah.
obviously he could go
One of the
on dates
tempters.
with the
Yeah.
temptation girls, whatever.
Mm.
But on the other side, this girl could have gone on a date with,
Yeah. This fine ass, educated man, very
I don't
respectful.
even have
Like,
the words. No,
yeah,
Hashim is
it's
so fine. My
right.
God. Um but she was still stuck on that idiot.
Yeah, like you just saw the guy have a threesome. What more do you need?
My Shayla.
Like, what more
More
do
do
you
you
need
want
to
from me?
see? Honestly, like to me, it
Yeah.
was beyond anything that I could ever even imagine.
No, it was crazy. It but the thing is, fast forward, I guess, but
Mm-hmm.
like you told me that
Decision
there's
night.
still, yeah.
So decision night, he came very apologetic, very blah blah blah. I don't even know what kind of apology you can say after doing anything like that because what can you really say? Just exit you like just anyway. She ended up taking him back. She was like, "Yeah, I'm going to live with him." You could even see the guy,
The
the
host.
host.
Mm.
I
J'avais pas les mots.
no, il avait vraiment pas les mots. He
No,
was
but
completely
you could tell
speechless.
even when she was watching the video that he was like, Shantae, how do you feel about this? Like she didn't have any emotion. She was just
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I think honestly, I think it's kind of shocking, honestly. And I think people like after the show, because I was watching like TikToks, obviously, like, and people were saying that she doesn't have many people in her life, as in family, like, or close people like that.
yeah.
So she could be like completely isolated and seeing this guy as the only person that she has in her life. And she kept saying, oh, we had made plans for like family life, kids and stuff like that, getting married, we had plans of
Yeah.
getting married. But I'm like, sis, like I understand all of that, and I understand that, I don't know, maybe if you grew up not seeing that, you may want that. But please look at the situation that you have. Like, this guy is a complete asshole. He does not love you. He doesn't even love himself, I think.
Yeah.
So they stayed together because this show was filmed like a year, like it's usually just filmed like a year in advance. So they stayed together in that 1 year. But then when the show came out, everyone obviously was outraged and were like, everyone was like, what the hell? Like, what's wrong with you? And stuff like that. And that's when like she had to like put that like infamous statement on Instagram. Oh, Brian and I have blah 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 decided to part ways, blah blah, like bullshit. I don't even think they actually like, I think they're still
I hope
together.
you guys Google what Brian looks like en
Uh,
plus. Rien à voir with my
yeah.
beautiful Hashim.
No,
Le
honestly.
pauvre.
Yeah.
Kenny Hashim, like, he didn't even get a connection, huh?
No, because no, he really, because he was one of the tempters, and I think the only girl he was interested in was Shantae, but obviously like
Imagine.
Shantae was definitely not there for
Yeah.
anybody.
You should watch. I think because you like this show, the French version. I watched this girl on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
who reacts to these
Mm-hmm,
things,
mm-hmm.
and there's one. No, she has the best reactions. I think you would like her. But she was. There is a situation where it's the other way
Oh, I
around,
love it. For
where it's the
once,
guy
it's the girl cheating,
is so the guy cheated in the past in their outside relationship, but
right?
then when they came in,
Mm-hmm.
the girl, there's this guy on the tempter's side,
Mm-hmm.
like,
Mm-hmm.
tempting the girls, that is like, I guess to their standards, good looking,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody wanted the guy, but he like connected
With that
with
girl.
that girl.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When I tell you, she's talking about marriage and kids with that guy, she's planning a whole life outside with that
Oh my
guy.
God, is
Ma,
this like the new season? What season is this?
it's probably the ongoing season right
Okay.
now
Mm-hmm.
in
Mm-hmm.
France.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so funny because the guy is just like, the guy hasn't done anything on the other side,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
but the girl slept with
Oh, I
the
love
guy,
it.
man.
It's like
He
Anita
like,
and
and
Montoya.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
voilà, and she took off her shirt, his shirt, and put on the camera. You know how like they
Oh
don't
yeah,
show
yeah,
the
yeah,
whole
yeah, yeah,
scenes?
yeah. Obviously,
Yeah,
but you can
but
hear it, everything.
everybody is
Yeah,
assuming they had
yeah.
sex, but the girl is literally, genre, she's after the tempter.
You know what? I'm glad because anyway, if you go on this show, no offense, but what are you even like? This relationship is done, and like
Fuck it.
just yeah.
No, they're just to entertain us.
I
For
think
us to
so.
have
So
something to
please
talk
do.
about.
Yeah, and
What
for
up?
once, I want some action from the girls.
Eh?
Because it's always the guys doing crazy shit. Like I need the girls to be doing crazy shit. Because if you're on that show, might as well do it.
Yeah, but like,
Traumatize them.
just leave, man. Like I'm always like
No, but okay, let's say you're on
the
the
whole.
show.
I will
No,
never.
no, honestly, like
In the name of Jesus
this is just
Christ.
a like let's just make up this
Is this what you see in
scenario.
my future?
No, but let's say you're on this show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously the relationship is shit to be on this show, right? Let's say
Right.
there has been so many crazy like stories of cheating, of like the whole thing, infidelity, whatever, and then you go there to
Oh,
try.
shit.
No, but this is okay. I'll put it on myself. I'll put
This
it on
is really
myself.
scary. This is absolutely scary. God
Okay,
forbid.
let's say
Mhm.
I am trying to be obviously to get the followers and be famous, and I'm on the show, and fucker I'm with is doing whatever. What do you think I'm gonna do? Oh, I'm going to traumatize you. Hell yeah.
I probably would have done that
I
in
am
the past,
absolutely
but
going to
not now.
traumatize you because I'm just sick and tired of seeing girls. It's like this other Netflix show. It's always the girls being traumatized, being cheated on. Like, please cheat back, cheat. I don't, okay, no, actually, no, I can't say this. Like, I can't say this. No, I can't. I honestly cannot say cheat back because you have your own standards, right? You shouldn't just do something to spite the other person, but if you have it in your heart, sister, go for it. Because no, it's, or maybe I just maybe need a show that just doesn't show women suffering, because it's always
Yeah, no,
that.
it doesn't need to
It's
be
kind of
this. And
almost
also like
glorified.
the whole um like normalizing going back is crazy. Like, why are we normalizing that? Oh, it's happened in the past, but now we're coming on the show to fix it. No, bro.
Yeah, no,
Like,
because
no.
yeah,
Why
it
is
just doesn't
this
happen like that,
continuous?
honestly.
Yeah,
It's
it should just. I mean,
I feel
après, voilà. I'm not saying. I'm not saying if they change, don't forgive them. I mean, they
okay,
might
change
change.
how?
I don't
Also
know,
change
man.
after what? Because
Bruh, I don't think everybody believes that infidelity is enough
no,
to
I
change.
don't.
T'as vu
People, some people.
comment what's her name? Uh Carisha.
Mm,
Carisha said that she would take her men back
which
four
man?
times. No, not Diddy.
Okay,
not
cause
not him. But like she said that if her men cheated, he has like four times to cheat before she
for
leaves.
you know what? Honestly, if it works for her,
She said that with
is she cheating
vim.
at the same time?
I mean, she said she might,
Okay, then
but
good.
it's not her go to. Like, she's not gonna have to, but she's just saying like, do your thing four times. And
You know what? Honestly, I'm not necessarily against that, because if you know that, like, because some people are not necessarily like they're attached to the person, obviously, like emotionally and all of that,
Mhm.
but seeing like the other person, like your partner,
Mhm.
connect sexually with someone else, it doesn't do anything to you. Some people are actually wired that way. So if it works for you, by all means.
No, but if she's saying it, obviously, if it takes four times, the fourth time is gonna hurt you more. Like, I don't understand.
Or maybe she's, I don't know, into open relationships, maybe.
No, I think she's
Because
kind of like a lot of people right now, where a lot of people don't believe in like people don't cheat.
which is also very very
Very
sad,
accurate.
because that's the lowest, like cheating in a relationship is really the lowest of the low.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing lower than that, because I feel like in relationships, like
Don't let me
life.
fucking find out. Like, just bury it. Like, don't let me
Yeah,
find
no,
out.
just simply don't do it, because why are you doing it? Also, like I feel like life is already just hard as it is, you know? Like there are so many external factors that could come and make the relationship hard. It could be health, like
Mhm.
related. It could be your job. It could be
Mhm.
like a member of your family getting into some sort of troubles, like anything, right? And then now adding something internal, like the like cheating, for example. Like, what are we doing here?
No,
Please,
Sifu.
things are already complicated enough. Life is already hard as fuck. So
Yeah.
please don't just be adding unnecessary shit. Like, nah, I don't know.
No, I just
Okay, so talking about like dating and all this crazy show, I want to talk about like the hookup culture
Mhm.
and intentional dating.
Yeah. I mean,
What do we think about the hookup culture?
I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Mm-hmm.
I think when you're young and like discovering your needs
Mm-hmm.
and
Your sexual,
your sexual needs, I guess.
yeah, or
No, but you have
you're
your
discovering
curiosity.
yourself sexually. I want to
Yeah,
say,
you have,
yeah,
but even it could be a hookup and not necessarily sex.
100. Huh?
You could hook up with someone and it's just like a kiss.
No, that's not hooking up, sis.
It is.
That's just
Well,
kissing
how
someone.
about people who are not underage? I hope you're not.
They're not hooking up. I
Okay, so
hope
what is
so.
that's for them? It's considered hooking up.
Is it?
It is.
Because for me, hooking up is like sex is involved.
Oh well.
What is uh no, like you can't tell me that hook kissing is hooking up.
Okay, fine.
Okay, maybe I don't know. Maybe we should Google it. But having some sort of like physical interact, like
Yeah, physical. Okay, yeah. I guess we can say that.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, I don't think there's anything when you're curious at
Mm-hmm.
that age and younger and whatever, and you're trying to discover yourself, who you are, what
Mm-hmm.
you're attracted to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think I hate the whole like judging people for um body counts and stuff like
Which
that
is insane.
later
For
in
like
their
your whole
lives.
phase, have your whole phase, honestly. Don't be ashamed. I'm a forever advocate of having a whole phase.
Yeah,
And
I
any
mean,
and at
I
any
don't know.
time, honestly. Because some people get into like
But a
serious
whole phase
relationship
is
when they're
defined differently for everybody.
okay, what is the whole phase to you?
Ooh.
Because the whole phase for me is honestly like when you're just doing you, when you're multi dating, you're hooking up with many people, you are
Many people.
yeah, with whoever
No,
you want, really.
I don't
You're
think.
basically single and living the single life to the fullest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's absolutely fine, and it depends on the person. But I don't think you need to. Um, the whole face is defined by the amount of people that you sleep
No, no,
with.
no, absolutely not.
No,
But I think I don't know.
I think it's just the hooking up period or
Mm-hmm,
whatever. It
mm-hmm.
can just be a time where you're not committing to anything, or you're
Yeah,
not in a
yeah. Just hooking
in
up with
anything.
people here and
Yeah,
there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, I feel like hooking up is for it's not only like when you're young and you're trying to find your discover yourself sexually, it's whenever, it's at any age, honestly. You can be hooking up at any age. Yeah, I do believe that. Because
uh,
okay, let's say you're out of a marriage at I don't know, 50. Why not hook up if you feel like it?
I
Find
mean, do what
someone.
you need to do, but
Yeah,
I think I'll speak personally. I think it comes a time where that's no longer interesting
for some people.
for some
Mm-hmm,
people. Yeah,
mm-hmm,
and that's
mm-hmm,
why
mm-hmm.
it's like personally, I think
Right, right, right.
it's no longer once you're like you've discovered yourself and what you want and what you need, and it depends. Like if you're wanting to settle down. But if you don't want to, I shall continue what you want to do. But like, I think when that's what you're looking for, I don't think that's attractive to you anymore
But I think
or
then
interesting.
that's more than the phase that you're talking about is more than just the phase where you're hooking up with people. It's just the phase when you're just discovering yourself because hooking up can happen anytime. It could be
No, it
you're
can.
35, 45, 60, whatever, if you're into those things. Because the moment that when you're kind of discovering yourself, you could be maybe I hope not with one person. I don't know how it works with just one
You
person.
can. You
Like
can.
discover yourself sexually with just one person.
No, not sexually.
I don't know. Maybe it works for some people, you know? I
No,
don't
not just
know.
with. No, you can just. I don't think so. But
Quite
écoute,
frankly, I don't
il y a
know.
des
But
gens que ça marche pour eux et
like
puis.
yeah, no, but
Jesus Christ, what are we saying on this internet? God
but I
forbid.
think yeah, I kind of like, I'm not, I like the hookup culture, honestly. Do whatever that is that you want, as long as it's obviously there's consent and it's safe and all of the good things. But as you were saying, I also hate the motherfuckers that shame women for having hookups, because you you know what? Let me actually sit properly. Because you know what kills me? The same people who are shaming women for hooking up with whoever they want are also the same people who are hooking up with people. So who are you hooking up with? Who are you hooking up with?
No,
Air?
they're just not exactly. They're just gonna label that as
As you're
uh
just a hoe, basically?
yeah, basically.
Okay,
Uh
what's wrong with being a hoe? Honestly, we need to start just, I don't like, I hate this. I hate this so much.
no, I don't like that either. Especially when
Yeah.
it's like, bruh, that does not define a person. You
Oh
can't,
my god, no.
absolutely
Yeah.
not. Like if you um I mean, and most people, let me just put this in brackets.
Mhm.
This is what pisses me off. Most people are not gonna say the truth.
What do you mean the truth about
Because
what?
if you have sexual experience
Mm-hmm.
and then you're like, nah, she's a good girl.
Also, I think people just
Sis,
need to just
that's a good
let
shot.
go of this whole thing of, because you like, you're not defined by your sexual experience, or like how many people you have hooked up with or slept with, or how many
Mm-hmm.
people you have dated, and all of that. And I think honestly, people, and it's not just it's not even just men who do these things. Women also do these things,
Mm-hmm.
because obviously patriarchy,
Mm-hmm.
people have been brainwashed to think that, oh, a woman should just be with one person,
Yeah,
be with just a few, so that like it's just basically controlling women so that men do anything that they
they
want with them.
want. Yeah.
And some women also see it that way. I'm like, sis, do you see what's happening here? Maybe read a book or two, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's, to me, it's
But I think
crazy.
there has to be intention in why you're doing it. If you're doing it just to get praise, or not praise, but like to
To
um
up your body count.
yeah, to up your body count, or no, not just to feel like you're, you know, like make sure that you're doing it for you
Uh-huh,
or
uh-huh, uh-huh.
for your personal needs. Because if you're just being
Reckless
a
with it.
blow up doll for
Hey,
them, then
yo,
what is the
no, no, no,
point?
no, because it's
You
never,
know?
yeah, no, it shouldn't. First of all, like, the whole, like, I think it's the whole pleasure thing. It's because some people, like, especially women, we can all, like, I guess, talk for women, but some women feel like sex is something that they give, right?
Mm-hmm.
Versus something that, like, bro, this is also something that you receive. This is your own pleasure before
Yeah.
anything else. And I think so. I think it's in that way where they feel like, oh yeah, that you would
Yeah,
end
I'm
up
just
being a,
gonna,
like
yeah,
a,
to be liked, like, or to do this.
no, that's actually crazy.
If
If you
you
want to
are,
be a hoe for yourself. I
please,
support. I
please,
really support.
please, just do it for you and make sure you're
Yeah.
getting yours. You know, like,
Please
but
get yours every
otherwise,
time. And please, I really hope that you reach an orgasm.
Laurie Mugisha, I
Because
cannot,
you know what they say.
I can't.
If the person that you had sex with did not make you come, doesn't count.
Mm.
That's not. Yeah, but yeah, no, honestly, I think hooking up is absolutely fine. Don't do it if you, again, don't do it if you are in a committed relationship,
Bon,
obviously.
écoute,
But like a closed, not an open one. If it's an open, whatever, however that works for you and your partner, do whatever. But I think honestly, yeah, I like the hookup
yeah,
culture.
no,
Not
I
gonna
just see
lie.
it as a, well, again, I'll speak for me. I think
Mm-hmm.
it's a phase for, yeah, it's just a phase that you go through. But like, I think at some point you just, if you again want to end up settling, it's like at some point you try to you've collected the data of what you like, and you kind of intentionally start dating at that point where you're like, you've gone
Yeah.
through that phase, or you're kind of ready for that. And
But I feel like that is just yeah, you're hooking up like with people like throughout that phase. That is to me like what people also call like a whole phase, or when you're discovering yourself. But hooking up can happen also, even let's say you go through that whatever, you start dating someone intentionally, and then you break up, you can hook up with people afterwards. Not necessarily for the sole purpose of finding yourself or discovering yourself sexually, you know?
Yeah.
Because you could hook up just for, I have needs, you have needs, let's do it. Or I'm
Oh,
attracted to
definitely. Yeah,
you and
yeah.
you're attracted to me. And then we hook up. It's as simple as that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. But I think I was speaking from you where I'm saying like I think there is a phase where because then there's a time where you're like "Ugh, I don't need to just hook up for the sake of it.
Yeah. I
And
mean, I hope there shouldn't ever be a phase where you're hooking. Like
no,
that's what you
because
were saying previously. That some people just would hook up for the sake of hooking up, but hook up if you have those needs, girl. Like do it if
yeah,
you
if you
want to
have those
do
needs,
it.
but
Like.
then sometimes when you don't see, okay, let's say it's someone that is like a great match sexually,
Mm-hmm.
right? But
Mm-hmm.
mentally zero
Oh
suazies.
Lord.
That's
Yeah.
my point. Like sometimes I'm just gonna be like,
Oh,
it's
you need
not
the
going
mental.
somewhere, or
Mm-hmm.
there's no chance
Yeah,
of this going
but that's a
further.
good hookup though. Just for
I
that, yeah. Like you
yeah,
don't.
it could
If
be,
you
but
just need the physical connection and you don't need anything beyond that.
yeah, it could be for that. But that's
Yeah.
where I'm saying, like, I think there is a time
Mm-hmm.
where even that, and maybe I'm just speaking for me,
Oh yeah, yeah,
where
yeah, yeah,
even
yeah.
that is
Yeah,
not
you need
like,
more
yeah,
basically.
it's
You
like
just
no
need more.
thanks,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I'd
yeah.
rather
I get
not.
it. I get it. I get
Yeah.
it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
But again, I will just say this again. The whole phase is very important. If you're into it, just go through it and do not
All you
listen
need to
to
do, man.
anybody that is trying to tell you that to shame you out of it basically. No. Like there's nothing wrong that you're doing it. Please stay safe. Please make sure that again, it's consensual. Like please just be safe. Stay safe, but it's okay to be a hoe. Yeah.
Allah be. This is this is the clip that they're gonna share everywhere, saying
At least
these
we're
two
gonna be
girls are
famous.
nah, bro. It's not.
But
It's
anyway,
not nice because long as he's in a committed relationship, I'm gonna be the hoe in the whole story.
no. I'm gonna be a reformed hoe.
Imagine, imagine.
Oh my god, this is so funny. But
It's not.
yeah, it
She's putting my.
is. I love it. Okay, so something else that I want us to talk about is age gap in, I don't even want to just say in male female relationships only, like traditional.
I think that's where it's the most problematic, in my
No, I think it's
opinion.
actually problematic in any type of
Relationship.
relationship, like any type of gender, any type of whatever, like any type of like age gap basically.
Yeah.
Because when you have people who are like 40 and dating someone who's 20.
No, can we talk about Shannon Sharpe and his
Whoever, the Michelle girl or
Michelle?
whatever
Is
her
the
name,
I think
is
the
she a
Michelle?
Jane though?
No,
The
Michelle is the girl that he was saying
online, is
his
having
name.
sex online.
That's the funny part.
Also,
He
how do you have sex on live? How
he
does
didn't
that
have.
just happen?
Apparently, he clicked on live by accident. But
Okay,
I
so they
think
were filming themselves.
no, he had his phone in the bed, I guess, and
Okay.
somehow went on Instagram live.
You don't you do
You
you have you
can't.
seen the steps to go on Instagram
I
live?
I don't know
It
the
just doesn't
steps.
happen because it just simply doesn't happen like that. You click on the little plus, you have to go all the way left to click to be on live, and then you go on live like that.
But maybe, well, I'm assuming cool, that's his story and he's
Nah,
sticking to it.
I
He
think it was
was
just.
assuming he was already on Instagram and
Mhm.
probably like slided by accident. I
Yeah.
have no idea. Anyways, then it's not, you don't really see them.
Yeah,
You
you them.
hear
Yeah. Oh my
them.
god, I remember. I heard that, not
And
wanting to,
he
but
was
yeah.
saying something, Michelle. I don't know.
Yeah.
Jesus, ghetto. Anyways, he's like 58 years old.
Yeah.
And come
Yeah.
to find out, this Michelle person
Uh-huh.
was 19 years old. Lord have mercy. That's
I don't
more
even,
than my mom's
where do we
age
even begin?
and
Because
less than my brother's
honestly, I
age.
don't care what you say, like she is not a minor, whatever. There's no freaking way
And
you
she's
are
white.
50.
I don't know
I'm
if
not
that
even gonna go there.
matters.
I don't know.
Because then
But
it's like, okay, so there is also this, just to give some background, this thing of like, he was being trolled as to why he only like dates white women.
mhm.
And it was like black women always made fun of me and said I was ugly. But then you go and date like not
Like
minors, but like young,
very extremely
very
young.
extremely 58 years old. Like they're younger than your daughter.
They are. Also, what I hate about these black men, whenever they're asked, if you're a black man and you're asked why you only date white girls, do not bring black women in your
In
answer.
your answer,
Do
yeah.
not bring them up. They're asking you, why do you exclusively date white girls? Worry about
Just
you
say
and your
that's what you
girl,
want, man.
not us. Do not
Exactly.
put us in whatever. It's
Yeah.
always, oh, black women don't do this. Black women.
Yeah.
Allez vous faire
Like,
foutre, wesh. Like, I don't get it. But
we said
anyway,
we were gonna be positive today, but
nah,
it's
being
left.
positive because
It's
these are always trying us. Like, it's
I
insane.
swear.
But anyway,
Black women are the scapegoat for everything.
oh my god,
Honestly,
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's always
Anyways,
a black woman who has to go through everything and then, oh, you know what? I'm not even gonna go there. But anyways, I think Shannon Sharpe is actually like an insane
under
individual.
the jail because
Immediately.
no, but he's being accused. Let me stop saying that. He's being accused of being violent with that girl.
Oh my god.
But the whole thing is like he's saying, oh, this was consensual and etc. And she's been trying to get money out of him for a very long time. But the thing is, um consensual or not, you just now admitted that you were having an affair, or like not an affair,
Like a relationship, sexual
a sexual
relations.
relationship with a
Yeah.
19-year-old
It's
is
it's
crazy.
just so wrong on so many levels because this whole thing about age gap, first of all, I'm going to be judging. I really truly am going to be judging. And the reason why is because like I've had conversations with some men that would say, "Oh, it would be okay to date someone that is younger and then I'm going to teach them things about life. I'm going to show them that stuff." So basically you're grooming them. They
Yeah,
said these things without realizing that you are grooming. You want someone that you can
yeah,
groom. You
yeah.
want someone that you can mold to your own view of life, to your things, to your life, basically. This is so fucking wrong on
It
so
is.
many levels. I think, honestly, the issue with those big age gaps is that when you're 40 or 45 or whatever, and your partner, it could be men, women, men, whatever, and your partner is like 20 years, even 15 years younger than you, or even 10, depend, no, 15, let's say 15 and up, the where you are in life, what you have seen, the experiences that you've had when you're like the older person versus what that person has seen,
Yeah,
it's very very hard to just let the younger partner go through life without influencing them with
yeah,
your own experience.
yeah.
And that's when I think grooming comes in, for example.
But I think it's acceptable if the person is like 35
Hmm.
and
And the partner is
and the
50,
partner is 50.
50, 35 and 50. I'm still not 100% comfortable with it.
Some people are
I'd rather
comfortable
see
with it.
that than 50 and 19 for sure. But
No, but also even 30 and well, 30 and 15 is illegal. But
oh,
like 20 and and 35 also is a bit
no,
weird to
that's
me.
absolutely wild. Yeah.
But if I see 35 or 38 and 50 something, I'm going to be
38 and
comfortable.
50 is fine. 12 years, that's not
No,
bad.
even 53. Like that's still, to
Yeah.
me it's like
You're grown.
someone
Yeah,
grown,
yeah,
and they
yeah.
have their own lives. They
Right.
figure their own lives
Right.
before you
Right.
can. But even that, me personally, never. Like it's scary,
Yeah.
but for certain people, I get it. I get that.
Yeah.
Because you said a 15-year gap, but I think it's more important to not do that when the people are much younger.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
when there's one partner that is still in their early
20s.
20s, teens, we're not even gonna go there because Shannon Sharp, you're a crazy man.
Mhm.
But early 20s, I would say even up to like 28 or something.
Yeah.
I would say just please don't go anything beyond
Until your
even
frontal
10
lobe
years, first of
is
all. Like that's
developed.
crazy to
Mhm.
me.
So
Unacceptable.
an acceptable age gap for you? Like
For me personally,
for you personally, like how low would you go? I'm very curious about this.
I mean, I think it's two.
That's the lowest?
I Okay, I'm 32 right now. I could probably date a 28-year. Like if I was single,
Yalla!
28, yeah.
Non, jamais de la vie. That's for
It depends. It depends because okay, let's say if you're if oh my god.
impossible. C'est pas possible, Laurie.
Okay, no, okay. Let's say if I have to date younger, um I'm 32, so probably 30 is the max. I
Yeah.
could go lower if like if we get each other like that, and depending on where you are in life and what you do and all of that, how you view life, obviously your values and all of that. But if let's say I was 40, I could do 32, or I could do 35. If I'm serious.
Never.
Yeah, I think I could.
No.
I think I could, honestly, depending
No,
on
Mana,
like
please,
how
please.
this person is. I could.
I don't want to say never because you never know, but I want to say never.
Yeah, if I'm 50 and his like let's say
40,
40, yeah,
oh,
or
Lord,
38,
never.
hell
No,
yeah.
I don't think I could ever. I would go up. That's right. I would take an
No,
old
I
man.
think I would, honestly. Depends again on the person, and because at that age, like like you guys, like you're your own person, I'm my own person, so it wouldn't be as bad as like the 19 and 54, 19 or 26 and stuff like that. But yeah.
Can I just say why? To me, I think we talked about this before, where I
Mhm.
say like there's the same where there's like a language barrier. I think that there's a generational barrier with, because I'm on the crisp of millennials.
Yeah.
And like, so if I go lower,
Uh-huh.
there's certain things I don't
Gen Zs?
Gen Z, I don't, I can like, yeah, Jesus,
You
like
can't-
not say
yeah.
much. I have gone. Wait, let me not. I could go lower,
Uh-huh.
like 1 or 2 years,
Yeah.
but they have to be extremely
Mature.
extremely mature, or
But you're talking about dating men.
yeah, which is already
Let me say
few-
something actually.
Les gens vont se
men,
sentir visés.
je m'en fous. Dating men, oh, no, being attracted to men
is
is
type
such
of
a
self-harm.
curse.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's self-harm.
It's such a curse. No, I'm not gonna say all the time, but most of the time, unfortunately, being attracted to men has been a curse. It feels like a curse.
No, I'm gonna be positive on this one.
Okay.
And say the single one is
thinking
gonna be the one.
No,
Positive.
No,
I think
there are
it's
positive things.
yeah, there
I
is
agree with you.
there are
But
positive
when we look
things.
around and we see how many women are getting killed and all of those, like being abused in so many ways, financial, like physical, mentally, like all of those things, yeah, these men
Yeah, during my I will just focus. My type is a type of self-harm. I always make that joke. It's self-harm, bro. But
no, don't
anyways,
say that.
no, to get back to the age thing, I think I won't go lower just because it's like there's certain things that it's like the simple things that I'm used to in dating older people don't exist, or it's almost like they don't have the same process, like the whole situationships and all of those things, the length of talking to someone before you get into a relationship. It
doesn't need to be that
all of that is absolutely crazy to me.
Right.
But I mean, again, I understand like taking your time to get to know someone, but like the whole 2 years or a year of talking to someone, they just sont complètement
that is
fou.
absolutely
But
insane.
I swear that's their
Why
that's
would I be
their
talking to you
approach.
for 2 years? What are we talking
C'est ça
about?
que les gens font, and it's crazy.
No, please don't be doing that, because that's insane.
But no, I can't judge their generation. If
I am not
everybody in
talking
that
to
generation
anybody
is like-
for more than 3 months. If after 3 months I do not know for sure that I want to date, even 3 months is a stretch, because usually we know very quickly what if we want to actually date someone, if we like someone.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even actually take 3 months, like a month tops, maybe.
Yeah.
Like you know that you actually want to try something with this person, and then from that point on, we have a conversation, and then we become exclusive. What? It's simple. It's really, really simple, isn't it? It should be that simple. Let's say it should be that simple. But no, 2
it
years
should be that
talking
simple,
for someone
but
for
it's
2
not.
years.
No, 2 years
years?
is crazy. I don't think I would.
You can
do
have
that.
2 kids in 2 years? 2 kids and another pregnancy. Astaghfirullah. But you
No,
can
I
have two
could.
kids
Yeah, I could.
in
I
two
sure.
years. That's insane.
You're crazy.
That's absolutely insane. But okay, no,
Yeah.
let's, because you're considering the age gap when now that we're young, and obviously younger than us is
Like
really,
any
really
young
young.
and we're
No,
not
but
young,
but
that young.
seriously, we are young. So let's say we're, again, you're like 50. Because as we grow, like age gaps, you don't feel the age gap anymore. Even people who are 4 years younger than you, as we grow, we kind of become like, you
The
get to the same points, and you understand the same things and all of that, right? So let's say you're like 45 or 50, or even like, okay, let's say you're 50.
Mhm.
How young could you
I
date?
can't go anyone younger than my brother. I say that all the time. So
Why
four
does that
years
even
younger.
matter?
Because to me, he's just a child. He will always
But
be a
it's not
child.
going to be like that when you're 50.
It is.
No,
It is.
I'm
Because
telling
even
you.
right now, he's old, man. He's not a baby.
Yeah, but I
But
think
like,
with time, like, it's the age gap that we're talking about. It also happens with our siblings, where
yeah,
when you're like in your 50s, and even if there is like a 10-year gap between you guys, it feels like nothing.
I'm sorry, Lohi. I doubt that it's not gonna. Because honestly,
Oh my
I
god.
genuinely think maybe it will change. Huh? I can't
Right,
say
right.
never, but I
Yeah.
think I would just not want to date someone younger than my brother. Is crazy.
Yeah. I
It's
don't.
crazy. Imagine they went to school together. Ah, la, la, la.
But
No.
I'm pretty sure that when we're actually like older, I don't think that that's gonna
I
matter
don't think
than
it will
that.
matter, but
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully, unless I'm dating someone who's never met, or because sometimes, sometimes like people think that my brother's older than me,
Mm.
and like the frustration that I see in his eyes
Oh my
when
god,
like
poor
people are
Billy,
trying to hit
man.
on me, and
Mhm.
like he's just there like this place is like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
just
yeah.
couldn't
You never want to see
imagine.
that. I hate that too.
Yeah, I couldn't
Yeah.
imagine like dating someone who knows it. Ugh, never.
No, let's say they don't know each other at all.
You
They just
never
happen
know,
to be
because
younger.
you
Let's
know.
say you go to Nicaragua and then you find a fine ass
Uh,
man there,
I don't know, man. Please be my
and
age
you're
or
50,
older.
his 38.
I've stopped. It's there's
He puts
a
it down on you
lockdown
like correctly. What would you
again. This will not make me sure.
do?
Gee, I'm not having sex until marriage anymore.
Why would you put that expectation on you? That's
Why are
crazy.
you embarrassing me in front of company? I'm
No.
serious. I'm not having.
Why would you put that? So let's say you meet someone right now. You wouldn't have sex with that person
We're
until you guys
waiting.
get married. What if you get married and the sex is shit?
God forbid.
Because that could actually happen.
May that love
Sexual
never find
compatibility
me.
is such a big thing.
We will find a way to figure that out. But
Oh,
I'm not.
sister, let me let me hold your hand with no paper in between, please.
No,
Please.
I will wait until marriage. No, I'm joking.
Okay.
Maybe I am. I should not just share my information on the internet like this.
Don't do it.
Yeah, no, I
Honestly,
agree.
don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't worry.
Okay, so before we actually end this episode, let's do our regular story of the day.
Yes.
Give me something I'm lacking. I don't need nothing. You are my.
The story of the day reads, the title is My Boyfriend's Ex is Actually His Wife. I, 31 female, have been dating this guy, let's call him Kevin, he's 35, he's a male, for about 10 months. We met on Hinge and everything felt perfect. He said he was divorced, showed me his condo, introduced me to his coworkers, even posted me on his Instagram story once. I had zero doubts. One day, I got tagged in a women supporting women Facebook group post. A woman, we'll call her Monica, had posted a photo of her husband who she just found out he was cheating. The caption read, "If you know this man, please DM me. I have questions." Y'all, it was Kevin. Same smile, same condo, same tattoo, same everything. I DM'd her. Turns out he's not divorced. They've been married for 6 years. He lives with her part time and works late when he's staying at my place. Here's the kicker. Monica and I met for coffee. And instead of hating each other, we kind of clicked. She even joked, maybe we should dump him and date each other. Oh, I like this. Now we've been texting a lot, and she invited me on a girls' trip to Costa Rica. No Kevin, just us. And honestly, I might be into her. Am I toxic for considering it? Should I go on the trip? And do we tell Kevin we're both done or keep him around just to mess with him a bit longer? Keep him around for a bit longer. Go on the girls' trip. Have fun. Kiss Monica if you're into her. Do anything you want because obviously you've been lied to for I don't know how long with this Kevin guy. For 10 months, she said, right?
Mhm.
And this man was basically living a double life at your expense. So do whatever it is that you want. I don't think
Imagine-
you're horrible for thinking that.
Imagine being married 6 years, bro.
And your man is living a double life?
Yeah. And then I mean I applaud the girls for not hating each other because they're the ones not in the
They're the
wrong.
victims.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're the victims.
Right.
But like Lord Jesus. I saw something online that was like there's always one that's weaker. So
What does
there's
that mean?
like there's always one of the two that's gonna go back to
Oh,
Kevin,
yeah. Yeah.
unfortunately.
You haven't
And
seen
then
that?
like yeah, I saw that I was another podcast
Mm-hmm.
and they were saying like you always say the guy is gonna use one of those tactics of like I expected that from you but I'm so disappointed and knowing that that's the weaker one and she's gonna end up being the one being
Yeah.
like oh we
Because
can try again.
they've probably trained her to be like that, unfortunately. Or
Yeah.
she even considers herself like in that position and that's just okay. She's going to take it. Shantae 2.0, bro.
Shantae, bro.
Shantae would definitely. Oh my god, no, we're not gonna
Let's
say
not
that.
gonna
But
go.
like,
But this
yeah.
it's a good ending in my opinion because I
it's
always,
a wonderful ending.
Yeah, I always hate the whole like oh don't tell me like or don't come to me as a woman. Yeah, please. I beg.
No, yeah.
Come.
Come to me
Come
as a woman
running.
100% for sure. But what do you think? Do you think she's horrible for going on the trip or even being attracted to Monica?
I mean, do what you need to do, sis. Like
Mhm.
I don't think that she shouldn't go on a trip. Always go on a trip,
Yeah.
sister. Like what?
Honestly.
But
yeah.
I mean, if you're actually attracted to her, do what you need to do. But like I don't know if you need to drag it or
Yeah, I think honestly, I feel like you would be. It could be just legit that she's attracted to Monica, right?
Mhm.
Even outside of Kevin, but because of the situation, their circumstances they met in, she could also be motivated like to date or to see things through with Monica because she wants to get back.
revenge.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know. I don't think that's a necessarily like a good reason or healthy situation.
No.
So I think maybe just have fun for whatever, like 2 seconds. But remember, Monica is still married to this guy too. Right?
Yeah.
And also, I don't know how comfortable you are with now dating the wife or now you're going to date
It's just gonna be messy.
the ex of your ex.
Yeah. Your
No,
ex's
that's
ex.
just that's just messy. Maybe I don't know. Then should she even go on the girls trip?
To go
Because I feel like
listen, I will
it's
never say no to a trip. Go to a trip, but like
But what if going on that trip opens more doors and now they're back in the hometown and they want to hang out and they want to see each other even more, they start like things start getting serious.
but that's they're trauma bonding right now. I don't think that this is I think they have something in common to grasp onto. That does not mean determine that they're gonna be friends on the long term or that they're gonna get along on the long term. That's not very like it's hot and like fresh right now. So that's the person that's gonna understand you the most
Mm-hmm.
because you're going through the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, do I think that this is gonna last? I mean, let me know.
Yeah, no, I don't
think so.
know. So long
I think
term,
it's
quite frankly,
messy.
no. I think a therapist also would understand her honestly if she needs someone who understand, someone who can relate 100%. Monica is going to relate
Yeah.
100%. But I think if you're capable of just having fun in the moment, do it. But please remember, this is not a long term thing.
No,
Like,
it's not. I don't
definitely
think
go
so.
on the girls trip if you know that you can actually separate things and kind of take yourself out of this relationship, because or this whole mess with Kevin and Monica and whatever, like this married couple.
Yeah.
And if, like, obviously I would love, I think that you want something that is healthy, right?
Mhm.
So I think the best decision ultimately is to just remove yourself completely from
From
this
their
couple's
lives.
life.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
because
not
like
a,
you're gonna be dragged in their divorce and stuff.
yeah, you
Fuck.
don't know. And then what? You're marrying your ex's ex?
On va très loin. En plus, they're gonna
Yeah.
get married.
Who
Yeah,
knows?
no.
But things start like that, right?
I hope
That's how
not
you
for
meet
you.
someone. Like, you meet, not necessarily like this situation, but when you meet someone, you're attracted, you go on dates, you go on trips and stuff like, and next thing you know, you could be married, you know?
Oh la la. Can you imagine how did you meet? We were dating the same
Uh-huh.
guy. Yuck.
Yeah, no, that's,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
We're not judging, but
Not the best situation.
maybe remove yourself actually from the situation for a while and allow yourself to just, because if, let's say if Monica is her person, right? Let's allow yourself to, like, distance yourself from the situation. And then if you feel like, okay, this is really like the person that I want, really truly, even outside of this whole mess, maybe. But go after the divorce, after whatever, let her discover herself,
Figure
whatever,
it
like
out.
figure out her life after divorce and stuff, and breathe after a
Everybody
relationship
needs to
too.
heal from this thing
Yeah, and
because
yeah. And also the fact that Monica would basically be divorcing a guy that cheated on her. That's
with
trauma.
you.
Yeah, that's trauma there. And after the divorce, we hope they divorce, or they, yeah, she needs to breathe. You can't go from one relationship to another. That's
No.
not gonna work, right?
No.
You need to breathe and maybe hook up with people, or go on a, I don't know, on a whatever trip that is going to heal you, what just do you basically. But yeah.
Yeah.
So I think this is the end of our episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope that you enjoyed as much as we did. um
Yeah, today we tried to be a little bit more positive, but the topic of the day
it's
was
hard,
it's
man,
hard,
after
man.
watching Temptation Island and all of that.
It's hard.
Yeah, some people don't have the best
But I mean,
reps.
some people have great love and we
That
love to
is
see
very,
it.
very true.
Yeah.
Not even gonna lie. Yes,
Yeah.
there are healthy and healthy relationships out there. The only, actually, that's this is like a very, very important thing to say, is that what we see online, and obviously what's going to do like numbers, ratings and stuff like that, entertainment, drama, is always a negative.
Yeah.
But there truly is examples of positive, healthy relationships out there. And I think actually there, il y a plus de relations qui sont saines et normales more than the negative ones. But we just only get to see the negative ones, because the
Yeah.
negative ones are the ones that we're talking about on this podcast, for example.
No, but I
Or like
think
the ones that we see on in the media and stuff.
yeah, but the ones are like also that we see
Mm-hmm.
that are um like there's some that are beautiful and it's like, oh my god, this looks nice, but it's a look,
Oh
it's
yeah,
make
there's that
believe,
too. Is
you
that
know,
there's
there's
that too?
also
Yeah,
that
yeah,
too
yeah.
where you
Yeah.
then find out. That's not to say that like yeah, no, I think there's beautiful love to be found out there.
100%. There are like healthy relationships. There, I don't think there's like, obviously like everyone has their own issues and stuff, but there are relationships that are simply just healthy. Life is going to happen,
Yeah.
an argument here and there, but like there are people who just have normal lives. I
Yeah.
think maybe we should have an episode and talk about those things.
About what?
Healthy love and all of that. All the lovey-dovey
Can't
shit.
relate.
No, we can
Cannot
find stuff
relate.
to talk about. But
um
anyways,
I'll be here to just support Laurie while she talks about it.
I'll do my best, because yeah, I'm not the, yeah, I may not be the best person to talk in like about men in a positive light. Well, this officially marks the end of episode 3.
Yes.
Thank you very much for watching. If you're watching from YouTube or listening from your car, your bed, the grocery store, the gym, anywhere you're listening to. But yeah, thank you for being with us, and we hope that you like this episode as much as we do.
Yeah. We'll
And
see you in the next
yeah,
episode.
see ya.
All
Thank you
right.
for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Junior want to not be on my